I met with a client just last week. She has a lot of money sitting in cash. It was from an inheritance from a family member, and she is living in a paid for home, so she doesn't need to worry about a mortgage or anything like that. She's being made redundant, wants to take some time out, and will go back to work in maybe after the summer part time. So we done some projections. So that's part of financial planning. And we took all the savings, assumed interest rates, obviously not as high as what they are now. We sort of slightly dig them down a little bit to be fairer over a longer term. And we looked at how long it would take for this money to run out. And it was actually quite quick. It was actually quite within about 5 to 6 years, this money would go based on her current standard of living. Whereas if we invested it at a quite like very conservative rate of return, we have to be sort of quite careful in that approach. But it would mean that the money would last another 6 or 7 years. That might not sound like a lot, but it is when you're in your 60s and 70s and you have no money left. And I explained that there was other things that we could do with that investing from a tax efficiency perspective that actually could bolster that even more. So, for example, putting into a pension, she gets a little bumper of what's called tax relief. It's like having free money that from the government. Have you heard of anything else where you can get free money from the government? And it's a way of basically saying, hey, you've paid tax on some of this money. We're going to put some of that income tax that you may have already paid back in, but it's going to go back into your pension, not your pocket. So with that extra boosting up, that can then extend that 6 or 7 year period, possibly into another 8 or 9 or 10 years.